Hey everyone! So we've been over the last day and today been reviewing some of the work that we put into multiplying with 3's and 4's. If you remember yesterday we were reviewing 3's. So we talked about skip counting by 3's as a great way of solving these 3's problems. How many are 2 3's? Well, you would go 3 6. How many are 5 3's? 5 fingers and you go 3 6 9 12 15. Right? If you've memorized that counting. If you haven't, the better strategy maybe for you would be to draw a picture. And the best picture to draw are called arrays because they're very organized and easy to count. So if I'm solving the problem 5 3's, I need 5 3's, right? So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 3's. The rest of this dot paper I don't really need. So I'm not going to pay attention to that. My answer is right here in yellow. I just need to count for my answer. If the teacher hasn't given you dot paper, you could always make your own, right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The problem with that is it takes a little time, right? It's a lot easier to count with the dot paper provided by the teacher. But if they don't give it to you, that's part of the reason we played the game yesterday called Throwdown. Because we were practicing making arrays just like this. So just keep that in mind. Oh, by the way, 5 3's, 3 6 9 12 15. You could count by 3's for that answer, or you could count by 1's. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15. We also touched on 4's the exact same way, counting by 4's, using the dot paper for 4's. Remember, if they want 8 4's, I would just go, there's a 4, 2, 3 4's, 4 4's, 5, 6, 7, 8 4's. There they are. And I would just cross off these. And already you can see the problem with arrays. When you're doing larger problems, it's a lot to count. So the best thing I would recommend is trying to come up with some shortcuts. Count by 4's if you can. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. Even if you can only make it to 24, you can at least count the rest, right? 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. You'll get the right answer. If you don't know how to count by 4's, count by 2's. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, right? That works too. We talked about that a little bit yesterday. Today I'm here to tell you that an array will work for any problem. So if your teacher asks you for some strange reason to multiply by 7's, wow, we haven't learned our 7's yet. 6 7's, how am I going to figure out that answer? Well, you could just draw 6 7's and then count for it. So to be honest, an array is a powerful tool. It's not very efficient or fast, but it will always get you the right answer. Okay? So keep that in mind. The last type of problem that we're going to talk about for the review that we're doing here is sometimes they give you the answer. I know what we need to land on. We need to land on 16, see? And I know we're counting by 4's because I kind of see that, right? I know we're counting by 4's here, but how many 4's does it take? Well, you have to count the bounces, right? Don't count the numbers. And we're going to count them. 1, 2, 3, 4 to land right there. 4, 8, 12, 16. 4 4's are 16. So sometimes you'll be solving for part of the problem. How many 4's? Other times you'll be solving for the answer. I will show you a couple of the problems that you're going to be doing today, and then I'll walk you through a fun math game. All right. First, you're going to be using these words to describe what's going on in these pictures and problems. There are 3 choices, but I only think you need 2 of them. So one of them is up there to kind of fool you. Okay? What is happening here? Is that called skip counting? Is this called dot paper? Or is this called related multiplication facts? Drag the right answer to the line. You're just going to move it over. Down here, we see that 6 3's and 3 6's both give us the same answer. Are these skip counting problems? Are these dot paper problems? Or are these examples of related multiplication facts? You're going to use the vocabulary words on the first page. Second page, you're going to skip count by 3's and find some answers. And then here, you're going to do the opposite, right? You're going to already have the answer, but now you need to know how many 3's got you there. So count the jumps for these. Here, you're going to be jumping for the answer, 9 jumps for the answer. And then you're going to do the same with 4's down here. Use the skip counting to help you figure out where you land and what the answers are. Here, you're going to do the same thing. Find 8 groups of 3. Well, 8 3's, huh? All right, so I know that. They already told me that. Here it says 7 groups of 4's, so that is 7 4's. You have to use the number lines to help get those answers, unless you can sing the song, right? Or would prefer using arrays or dots or something. Remember, however you choose to find these answers I'm fine. I'm completely fine with. Here, I'm giving you some dot paper so you can practice that one. 6 4's. See if you can't find the answer for that one. Here, there's a story problem. So multiplying, skip counting like this does. It does help you solve problems. Caleb ties sets of 3 medals with a ribbon. So he's making these kind of cool medals. So he needs 10 necklaces or 10 sets of these medals. So he needs 10 of the 3's. Here's a number line to help you. How many medals does he use in all to make these necklaces? When you're all done with this, I'll meet you on the next slide for a math game. Thanks now.